Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Thursday, January 17th, 2019. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Human Resources in the Nevis Island Administration are set to host the first of its kind congratulatory reception for university graduates of 2018 at the grounds of Government House on Saturday, February 9th, 2019. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Kevin Barrett, is encouraging persons to participate in the activity.
If there are individuals out there who would have graduated during 2018, we have at the Ministry of Human Resources some of the names that who would have returned, but we are sure that there are others, and so we are making that appeal that if you would have graduated during 2018 and you would have returned to the island, whether you are working in the civil service on the government's payroll or you're working in the private sector, we are asking you to present those credentials, your certificates, either at the Ministry of Human Resources, or you could come to the Ministry of Education.
The Permanent Secretary stated that the idea behind the ceremony was that of Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley.
We know it's not a walk in the park. There are tremendous sacrifices that are made. There are a certain level of dedication and commitment that has to be applied to such studies. And we know that it's not an easy feat. And the Nevis Island Administration, as I said, this is an idea of our Premier, Honorable Mark Brantley. He said that it's sometimes we have persons going off to study, they are back, and it's almost as if they are just lost in the populace. But nothing has ever been done in terms of recognizing their achievement, and so he's thinking that something like this, just to honor and show our appreciation, would be nice.
He once again encouraged persons to send in their transcripts to the Ministry of Human Resources or the Department of Education so they can get the recognition they deserve.
It is a way of highlighting the various disciplines that individuals who would have gone off to study, and the quality of work that these individuals would have done. You know, we have persons, I'm sure, who would have gained their master's and bachelor's degrees and things like that. And as I said, sometimes these things are just lost in our everyday life, and we know, everyone knows that being recognized one way or another gives a good feeling. And it's a way of showing that we are not just hoping that you'll come back to work and make the economy and our little island better, but also that we could show you some appreciation for your commitment and dedication and for your achievement.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Kevin Barrett.
Over the years, we've had goods being brought into the island of Nevis. We are saying this is the time we can send something abroad, whether it's outside of the Federation or within the Federation. Once it's leaving the shores of Nevis, that is a good thing. And I want to, at this point in time, commend all of the persons at the government-owned quarry who continue to work diligently to ensure that we can meet these targets. I want to commend the truckers in advance of their effort so that they can be safe on the road and ensure that other road users are kept safe as well.
The Honorable Alexis Jeffers, Minister of Lands, Housing and Cooperatives, speaking at the Long Point Port Facility yesterday, January 16th, where a 3,000-ton barge was being filled with aggregate for a shipment to St. Kitts. The government-owned quarry and the Nevis Housing and Land Development Corporation continues to provide aggregate material for its customers in the Federation. Minister Jeffers gave an update on the shipment of the aggregates.
We have had some orders in recent times from the St. Kitts Masonry products, which we are pleased to provide them with these aggregates, because as I have said before on a couple of occasions, we are quite interested in ensuring that we are satisfying the local demands. And when we say local, we're not speaking specifically of Nevis alone, but more so St. Kitts and Nevis. Because at the present moment, we are currently supplying both concrete plants here on the island of Nevis, and those are the Oaly Masonry product and also Dan's Ready Mix. They purchase all of their stones and sand material from us. And it has always been our effort at the government-owned quarry to ensure that we have the level of production there to ensure that we can satisfy the local market.
Minister of Lands and Housing, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers. A total of 2,687 checks were distributed under the Poverty Alleviation Program to well-deserving families in the Federation as of January 11, 2019, totaling $1.34 million, while some applications are awaiting resolution prior to final payments, announced Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris. My government is a caring government, and we will never allow our people to suffer in abject poverty, stated Prime Minister Harris, while he noted that the Independence Square was the most popular and convenient location for the launch of the program, as it signified taking charge of our destiny and creating a better future and a better life for all of our people. He thanked the Departments of Social Services, National Security, Sustainable Development, Nevis Island Administration NIA, Accountant General and Public Works for their contributions to making the rollout of the program possible and for the excellent planning and execution of the Christmas Eve ceremony at the Independence Square. Moreover, he noted that during the course of the month, the Ministries of Social Services and Sustainable Development, in conjunction with the Accountant General's Office, will be sorting out queries. I feel happy for the nigh 3,000 persons in Nevis and St. Kitts whom, as a result of this progressive poverty alleviation program, will experience improved and better living conditions, said Prime Minister Harris. Prime Minister Harris said that the program is still undergoing some changes and will continue to improve as it serves the eligible persons. The program provides an EC $500 monthly assistance to households earning less than EC $3,000 a month. Still to come, police to restructure tactical units to build on successes of 2018. The details after this break. Welcome back. The Department of Youth Empowerment in St. Kitts is set to deepen its partnership with various youth groups across the Federation so as to bring greater harmony to the consistency and quality of programming offered in support of youth development across various sectors. The department has developed a youth organization standards and guidelines system that will help groups assess their own statuses and inform the strategic development agenda of the organization as well as that of the government. As such, it facilitates the identification of strengths and gaps among youth organizations, which in turn allows targeted resource allocation to support and empower groups to carry out their respective mandates. Only groups registered with the Department of Youth Empowerment will benefit from the initiative. The capacity development system will be carried out in 4 phases: registration, development, intervention, and assessment review and recognition. Registration involves assessing groups' functioning and classifying them based on factors such as the type of organization, zone of operation and focus, as well as compliance with established standards. Development covers capacity building, training, network development, program development, and resource mobilization. Project implementation and monitoring falls under the heading of intervention, while reporting on project outcomes and recognition of participants' achievements, as well as community support and participation, are included in assessment, review, and recognition. The rollout of the youth organization standards and guidelines takes place in the month of January 2019. All registered youth groups automatically qualify for this initiative. Groups wishing to benefit are welcome to sign up before the end of the month. Additional information is available at the Department of Youth Empowerment, located on the top floor of the Cable Building, or by telephone 467-1393. The new initiative is in keeping with the pledge by Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Youth, the Honorable Sean Richards, that the department will help communities with social intervention programming that would involve and benefit the youth. 2 tactical units in the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force (RSCNPF) are set to undergo a number of reforms in order to consolidate gains achieved in 2018 that led to the enhancement of public safety in the Federation. Since most of the violent criminal activities have been linked to gangs, the anti-gang and the anti-drug task force will be reorganized to achieve more efficacious outcomes, Prime Minister and Minister of National Security the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris said during his monthly press conference on Wednesday, January 16, 2019. The anti-gang unit operates primarily in the rural areas of St. Kitts from the RSCNPF, St. Kitts and Nevis Defence Force, and Her Majesty's Customs and Excise Department. The anti-drug unit, or drug squad as it is commonly referred to, carries out interdictory efforts related to narcotics. Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police Adolph Adams said the restructuring process involves changes to the men and women in the units in order to maximize on the skills and experience of key personnel. New tactical strategies will also be included in their operations. Previously, the RSCNPF revealed that preliminary data indicated that the number of crimes reported in 2018 was down, and the detection rate was set to equal or surpass the previous year. Additionally, the number of homicides last year was the same as 2017. The last reported case of homicide in the Twin Island Federation was in October 2018. More operations will be targeted at the recovery of illegal firearm, Dr. Harris added. Our air and seaport operations will pay greater attention to the detection and confiscation of illegal contraband, including the guns and the ammunition. The police recovered 37 illegal firearms in 2018. The Prime Minister thanked the security forces in St. Kitts and Nevis for their dedicated efforts to enhance public safety. He also praised the assistance of the team from the Regional Security System RSS, who has buttressed the tactical operations of local law enforcement. My government believes in law and order, and every effort will be made to ensure the safety and the security of Kittitians and Nevisians and all who reside in and visit our beautiful country, Prime Minister Harris said. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.